Chapter 1. February 1984. Just breathing in the crisp night air made Glory feel free. The February wind was cold, but the sky was clear, and she could see the stars. Even though her whole body ached and burned, and she was covered with cuts and welts from her mother's extension cord, on this bitter cold Valentine's Eve, Glory slowly made her way up 75th Street. She had always loved 75th Street in the South Shore neighborhood, with its bright lights and beautiful and not-so-beautiful people. In warmer weather, it would be alive nearly all night, with traffic and music and pulsing neon beer signs in the tavern windows. 75th Street was where she'd dreamed of living one day. A cute little third-floor apartment, just she and JT, looking down on the streetlights or up at the stars. They would have been Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, living happily ever after. Glory had taken maybe 30 steps when she realized she was getting near the gangway. That gangway. She slowed her pace. The opening between her building and the next looked like a black cave, a black hole, a black doorway to her nightmares. Getting closer to the gangway, Glory moved to the curb. That night was her first time out alone since Malcolm had rescued her from a rapist in that gangway. Since the 27-year-old minister had become her gallant protector. After 9 o'clock on a Monday night, 75th Street looked like a ghost town. Most of the shops were closed and dark, their metal gates locked tight. The tax office was still open, its fluorescent light casting a greenish glow on the sidewalk. Up the street, a local tavern spilled music and smoke every time the door opened, and a few men stood huddled in the cold outside the corner store, Glory's destination, the only open business in the area with a payphone. Glory stepped from the curb into the dirty snow-covered street. The dark gangway loomed in her peripheral vision as she gave it a wide berth, barely shielding her face in time to keep from being sprayed with slush by a speeding car. As she lowered her hands, she felt her 4 gold bracelets slide down her wrists. They had been a gift from her fiancé, Malcolm, this past Christmas. She'd been thrilled and flattered when he'd locked the engraved bracelets onto her wrists. I am my beloved's, and his desire is toward me. The jingle of the bracelets was a constant reminder of Malcolm's love and protection. Each step she took, she prayed the cuts and welts wouldn't start bleeding again. Fighting against the biting winds of the frigid February night, with her bracelets jingling softly, Glory tried to pick up her pace, but the moist bandages on her legs rubbed against her long skirt and loosened. Her head ached from that fall against the metal bed frame, and the gauze covering the gash was barely enough to staunch the blood flow. The purging shouldn't have been a surprise. She must have been possessed by demons to say the things she'd said to her mother. Did demons of doubt make me question God's will? What if God sent somebody else for me? Did demons of disrespect loosen my tongue and cause me to speak against Malcolm? Mama, he's too old for me. I'm only 17. I don't want to marry him. Did demons of worldliness make me forget my place? Make me ungrateful? Make me argue? Why can't I be normal? I hate this. Pulling her collar tighter, Glory walked the 2 blocks up 75th Street to the store with the payphone. She had no idea who she'd call. She wished she could call her friends Tressa and Christy, but having no phone at home, she hadn't bothered to learn their numbers. She could call the salon, but her boss and best friend, Herschel, was not likely to be there on a Monday night. And what would she tell him? He'd want her to go to the hospital, but that was out of the question. What would I tell a doctor? They might lock her up if she said she was injured in a demon purge. Glory shivered.